When you look at the story that we tell now, a peace process in Northern Ireland that worked, and an economy in the south that's booming beyond anyone's expectations. And I think I go back to that idea of the Irish network worldwide. And what I'm looking at tonight is probably the most powerful network that I have ever seen begun to become established. I think the Irish of Silicon Valley is going to be an incredible network, not just for the Irish here, but for the Irish in Ireland, and as an example to the Irish abroad, no matter where in the world they are.
The Irish Technology Leadership Group is a group of Irish and Irish-American executives based in Silicon Valley. We're focused on helping Irish companies be successful on the world stage, and we're focused on helping US-based companies be successful in Ireland. Today we're honouring Craig Barrett of Intel, Chairman, and he has made a major contribution to Ireland. Intel have invested $7 billion in Ireland and have been a major part of the Irish success story in technology. Minister Martin, who is responsible for trade and enterprise in Ireland, his agencies, the IDA, Enterprise Ireland and Science Foundation of Ireland, have been a major focus driving the inward investment and outward investment of technology companies. And today we are recognising both of them for these awards.
I'm very privileged to be receiving the award this evening, particularly privileged to be receiving it in the company of Craig Barrett, Chairman of Intel, a person and a company that has made an enormous impact to Ireland and a huge contribution to the transformed economy that we now have. The future will be different in Ireland. In 10 years' time, I see Ireland being a centre that will produce new technologies, new products and new services, and new ways of doing things. And the Irish Technology Leadership Group will have a key role in effecting that change.
Intel's had a great 20-year ride in Ireland. It's been a win-win relationship. Our dealings with the government, with the Irish people, have been fantastic. Our employees have done a great job for us. I hope the next 20 years are as good as the last 20.
Well, Intel's investment in Ireland has made an enormous difference to the Irish economic landscape. When Intel came to Ireland in 1989, it was the first of the really big, sophisticated, high-technology investments in Ireland. Even at that stage in the late 80s, the early 90s, Ireland was still attracting T-shirt manufacturing from Fruit of the Loom. Naturally, that business moved off to Africa and to China and places like that. But Intel was a new wave of technology that brought great skills and great job opportunities for the Irish people, and probably made the single biggest impact ever of a foreign direct investment in Ireland.
The Intel arrival in Ireland in many ways was iconic of a transformative period in Irish economic development. One of the most, if not the most significant employers in our country. But above and beyond the employment, a company that changed mindsets within Ireland, enlightened us in terms of how we do things and how we can do things differently, and in many ways, along with many other companies, spawned the new spirit of entrepreneurial activity that is the hallmark of the modern 21st century Ireland that we now celebrate and are anxious to maintain and sustain. So Intel's arrival in Ireland was a watershed, and Dr. Barrett, we appreciate your contribution in that decision and in that ongoing partnership with Intel, and also the degree to which you helped to shape, through your advice and mentoring, Irish policy, both industrial, education, and indeed other aspects of national policy itself.
We've had a wonderful relationship with the Irish government, and it has to be classified as an ultimate win-win relationship. There are only three very, very simple things that any country can do. One is to invest in its people from an education standpoint. And the second thing you can do is to invest in the future in terms of creating ideas. That's what Science Foundation Ireland is doing. And the last thing that any country can do to be competitive going forward is to create an environment where smart people get together with smart ideas and do wonderful things. And I think that that's what the Irish government has really been excellent at. And I want to compliment the Irish government and the IDA and Enterprise Ireland for what they've done. We've had just a super 20-year ride in Ireland, and I personally am looking forward to the next 20 years. And thank you very much for the recognition of Intel.